All right, is anybody there? Who's out there? Are you ready? Hi, I'm Alan Levine, and I am going to be your teacher for ds106. We're going to be spending a lot of time together online in the next 16 weeks. I don't know what your friends, classmates, people have told you about ds106. If they told you that it was easy because it's online, you might be in for a little bit of a rude surprise. It's a great experience. It's like no other class experience you have had or probably will ever had. And you just have to trust me on that. But first of all, listen to the advice. I've sent you some links to the advice from past students. Pay attention to that. You can't do this class by starting the day the stuff is due. You got to budget your time during the week. And you have to do that for all your stuff. But for ds106, it's especially important. But you're going to be learning a lot in this class. And first of all, a key aspect is you will never see me in person. You'll see a lot of me online. You'll hear a lot of me through different communication channels. But I am teaching you from my house here in Arizona. And I am not going to be in Fredericksburg. But I am going to be online. I'm going to be online a lot. We're going to have a lot of interaction. So this class is about digital storytelling, and we're going to have some opportunities to talk about what that means in terms of what's a story, what's a digital story, why is that different. But a really important factor of this class is not that it's placed online and you get your stuff online. You get a lot of stuff online. You watch videos online. You spend time messing around in Facebook and whatnot and doing things online. But you're actually going to be inhabiting an online space. You're going to be creating the web, not just clicking on it and looking at someone else's content. So you're getting something that students in no other university in the world, I think, are getting opportunity here, because UMW is providing for you, for not only this class, but for the rest of your tenure at UMW, which if you're a senior may be kind of short, but it's part of a new program where you're going to get your own internet domain, www.fill-in-the-blank.me.org.com, etc. That belongs to you for free. Not only that, they're giving you the web hosting capability where you can put your own content online. We're going to do that for this class, but when this class is over, or even before this class is over, you're free to put anything that you want online. Now use some good taste, but it belongs to you. That site, that name belongs to you. That may not seem like a big deal right now, like big deal. What do I need a domain for? But as you experience this class and get to understand a little bit more about the web and internet culture, hopefully you'll get to see the importance of that, and you're going to see how that will play out for you in your life, in your career, etc. The other thing that you got to keep in mind about ds106, there's 26 right now of us students at UMW in the class. It's not like we're just in this nice little box, okay? There are two other classes at other universities, one at Kansas State and the other one is at the University of Michigan, where students are taking a similar class and doing similar things, and you're going to see some of their activity mixed in with ours on the website and in the spaces we inhabit. Besides that, there's this whole nebulous kind of cloud of other people from the internet. Not those kind of people. But these are people who are interested in the stuff we teach about ds106, about the idea of creativity, about the fun and intrigueness of being able to create your own content and publish it online. So people take ds106, not the same class you're taking, but they do a lot of the same stuff that you do. So you'll get comments on your blogs, you'll get feedback on your videos from people you don't even know. So if that sounds a little bit creepy, just trust me, it's a good thing. These are good people. And if they give any trouble, come to me. I'll take care of them. Okay, so that's the idea of this being an open class. You know, most of your attention is going to be focused on us and what we're doing, but just you're going to start to interact with some of these people, maybe to be on Twitter, etc. Twitter. You're going to learn a lot about Twitter. We'll cover that in a second. So the first 2 weeks actually is what we call boot camp, military boot camp. And that's a little bit of a play, but we wanted to make it an intense experience so you can get up to speed with setting up your domain, installing this thing called WordPress, start publishing, not just writing things on the web, but putting pictures and sound and media, etc. You're going to be doing that all in the first 2 weeks. Beyond that, you're going to start to customize this site. When you see everybody's first site, they're all going to look exactly the same. They got the same colors, the same themes. It's going to say, hello world, this is my blog. Right from the get-go, from this week, these are going to start diverging and becoming unique. You're going to change the theme. You're going to use your own colors. You're going to put your own pictures. You're going to start writing like no one else writes. Like you're going to write like you or some sort of various interactive piece, a variant of you. Trust me, again. So get started early this week, every week, and follow along with me. You got to stay in touch. Like, I can't see you. Like, I'm looking at the camera right now, and yeah, put down the phone, okay? And when we're done, you might want to pick up the lunch. No, just kidding. Okay, I can't tell if you are understanding what we're doing or if you're having trouble. So it's up to you to be able to communicate that back to me. We'll have lots of places to do that or ways to figure that out. But the responsibility is a lot on you in this class. You can't just rely on that teacher, professor guy in the front of the room to be taking care of you. You're on your own. In some sense, you got a lot of people around you to help. ds106, there's a lot to it. There's going to be a lot going on. It's going to move fast. Stay up with it. Now, let's kind of take a walk around the course site and some of the sites. Just give you a little bit of a map of the terrain so you can understand what's going on. The main ds106 website, it's pretty easy to figure out how to get there. It's a nice and short URL. You necessarily won't have to do much on the front page. It's more of a landing page for people to find information who aren't familiar with the class. But the key areas that you want to pay attention to are the menus. There's one just for this class that has just about all the key links of information. So make sure you know how to get there and then how to branch out from there. We also have a special portion of the site where you'll eventually, once we all get our blogs hooked up, see all the blog posts mixed together from different people in our class. So it's a way to see at a glance what other people are doing. Right now, I'm the only blog that's in there because I am in your class, but eventually on the right-hand side, everybody else's blogs that'll be listed, the newest things will be posted at the top, and we'll actually learn some other tools that make it even easier for you to see what's going on in the class. As far as resources for the class, we're constantly adding to this collection of tutorials and helpful materials. We call it the ds106 Handbook. So it really should be one of the first places you go to if you have a question, if you want to learn how to do something in WordPress, or perhaps how to do something with an animated GIF in GIMP. But more generally, Google is going to be your friend for finding your answers. That is the thing that students say over and over again. They learn how to figure out things themselves by searching for it. So search is your good friend. Another thing that's related to assignments is what we call the assignment bank. We'll be getting to this in week 3 when you start to go in, and you'll be able to actually pick and choose what you do that week for audio. I may assign one particular one I want everybody to do, but you have the opportunity to pick other assignments that appeal to you or sound interesting. And the thing is, these are created by other course participants, and you'll actually be asked to create 2 new assignments by the end of the semester. We also have, as part of our process of learning to be creative, a thing called the Daily Create. Every day this publishes a new challenge. Make a video, do a photo, do a drawing, write something, record an audio with a certain little prompt. And you're going to generally have to do maybe 3 or 4 of these a week. They won't take more than 15 or 20 minutes, but they're really designed just to get you trying some things maybe you haven't done before. Twitter. Maybe you've heard of it. Maybe not. You will by the end of this class. It is going to be the most important place where you ask, get questions, find out what's going on in ds106. You'll learn to include the ds106 hashtag so you can find things that other people are saying about ds106. You'll find that it's the quickest way to get an answer. And often, I might not be the first one to answer it. There's other people out there who want to help you answer it. So get to learn to Twitter. Do not be afraid of it. Oh, yeah, I think they're still here. Check it out. You're still here? Good. All right. Stay to the end of the videos. Good stuff always happens at the end of the videos, like kind of little secrets. Just keep that in mind as we go along. All right, so a lot of the things that are going to happen in ds106, you're going to get stuff from me by email. It's going to point to things on the website that explain what to do. So that's going to be the main channel where you figure out how things are done. This is probably the only time I'll do something kind of like a lecture. I just wanted to do an introduction. There is no really lecture format to this course. It is pretty much asynchronous. I communicate to you, you do stuff, you communicate back to me, and we have a great time, and everybody lived happily ever after. Did I have too much coffee this morning? But I'm trying something new with this class, and I'm kind of turning it into like a internet TV show. Okay, like that's never been done before. But the ds106 show, what's going to happen is every Tuesday, I think around 4:30 p.m., I'm going to be doing this thing in a place called Google Hangout, which is a place where we can actually gather live, where not only can I communicate with you in video, but you can have your own video cameras and you can talk back to me. So you're not going to be required to show up every Tuesday like it's a class or a lecture, but I am going to require that you make at least two guest appearances during the semester, and we'll work out the mechanics later. And the idea is that we will join together and we'll talk about what's going on in the class, like what you're having trouble with, what you're complaining about, what's really working well, who's doing really great stuff. And then we'll have a discussion about that and just about the work that we're supposed to be doing that week. I'm also going to be bringing in a lot of my friends, guests, other people at UMW who are going to be able to help you with suggestions, people who have a lot of expertise in things like design and video and audio editing, and just are really helpful people. They want to interact with you. So this is going to be more than just a class that's just, me putting out web pages and videos and you just kind of going glub, 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 glub. You're going to be putting into the game. You're going to be part of the ds106 show. You'll see how that plays out as soon as I sort of figure out how that plays out. You ever seen that video where they sort of talk about building the airplane as you fly? Look it up. It's really kind of the apropos video for what we're doing here. Earthquakes. Gotta stop banging on the table. All right, quiet on the set. Lastly, the other thing I may try out, well, I'll play it out. I'll kind of tell you next week, but I'm thinking of having a second night during the week. Again, these video things, you don't have to be there live. They'll be archived. You can watch them later. But they're going to be helpful. They're going to give you inside clues, how to do the assignments, how to do the work that week, and save yourself probably some time and frustration. So the other night, I'm going to probably be sitting down, and what is also different about this class is I'm not just up here telling you what to do. I'm going to be doing just about all the same work that I'm asking you to do. So I'm going to sit down and try doing some of the same photo editing or audio mixing activities that you're going to be doing. And I will talk about how I go about doing it. Not to say like that's the best way to do it, but it's going to be like kind of like an open lab. So if you want to come in and ask questions, be a great time to get answers to your questions. If you just want to watch later and see how I did things, that's great. If you think it's totally a waste of time and you want to ignore me, you're going to hurt my feelings because you think I'm not valuable, well, that's okay. That's on you. But it's another sort of thing that I'm just going to be trying for this class. So we're going into week 1. Everything starts tomorrow, which is Monday, January 14th. Do not wait until the end of the week. Okay? Look at stuff in the beginning of the week. You'll get a sense as we go along as to sort of how to figure it out. Like, wow, it looks like I've got to figure out some things on paper. Maybe I'll do that on Tuesday. Oh, and I'm going to need to maybe get some video or pictures around campus. I think I'll do that on Thursday afternoon. So plan out your week. I mean, I know you do that for all your other classes. Like, you don't wait until the night before to start doing your work. I know you don't do that, right? I know you don't do that. So it's time to put the glasses on, put on the seat belts, get ready to shift this thing into high gear. ds106, it's coming to you full bore. I hope you're ready for it. I'll see you online.